Peter.
Predators going with 7 defensemen again tonight as the puck comes in deep into the Flyers zone. Adam Burt back to touch. Meanwhile, behind the play, squaring off, Sandy McCarthy and Patrick Cote, the 2 heavyweights. McCarthy till recently with the Tampa Bay Lightning, as they paw at one another and now start to go inside the blue line, pulling at each other's jerseys. Cote tried to get a short right hand off against McCarthy, tried an overhand right. McCarthy scores with a couple of right hands. Cote tries to respond, comes a couple of rights, and then he is able to knock him down square on his backside. Patrick Cote, coming off a concussion suffered in the game at Washington the other night, comes back and knocks down Sandy McCarthy. And his hand is hurting.
And Patrick is hurt. You're right. He is grimacing and hurt. But that is 2 big, strong men going toe-to-toe out there, Peter. And when they first started, neither one of them wanted to open up and step in there because the other one could sure devastate him. Patrick Cote threw just a tremendous straight-over right hand and buckled Sandy McCarthy. And believe me, not many guys have done that when they get in there. Boom. Patrick Cote is just throwing haymakers. They're both. He caught McCarthy flush on the nose on that one, right on the chin, man, and McCarthy went down, and believe me.
That had a couple chances the other night to put the Hurricanes away, especially the shorthanded breakaway. As icing is called here, a fight. McCarthy ready to square off with Patrick Cote, who had a slight concussion in his last game. He's got to be crazy as he's ready to fight. Patrick Cote, one of the most frequent fighters in the NHL this year. They're ready to go. Cote got a right in tight. McCarthy seems tied up at this point. He has the size advantage here, though Cote's pretty big. Oh, there's a right from McCarthy. Another right. Cote throws a right as well, but McCarthy's throwing much right. Oh, a right by Cote got McCarthy. And down he went, and the linesman jump in. Well, Cote, you'll give him marks for courage. Here's a guy who had a concussion in the last game, a slight concussion, and he looks a little shaky. I think it might be his hand that's giving him trouble, but usually you're out a few games with a concussion. He comes right back. Not only that, he gets into a fight.
Boy, I'll tell you what, McCarthy seemed to have a real good grasp of that fight. I mean, he was in control. Then all of a sudden, Cote came back, and all of a sudden, that right hand, it just knocked McCarthy right to the ice.
I'm very happy to be up here.
Yeah.
Wow, those were 2 heavyweights that threw some good punches and caught each other flush.
We're going to see Cote here, and it got off to a little bit of a slow start. Then it was McCarthy, finally got the right hand loose, and he came back with a couple of real good ones. Cote, maybe still a little touching and grabbing there, but all of a sudden they will break loose. It'll be McCarthy that will start first. Right there, there's a couple of real good ones. But when we spin back here, you'll see Cote come right there. A real good right hand, and that's what knocked McCarthy. Obviously, it stunned McCarthy, knocked him to the ice. So, knowing Sandy McCarthy, I would imagine you're going to see maybe a rematch later on in this one.
26th fight of the year for Cote.